Well, in London, Catholics have also been gathering at Westminster Cathedral to mark Pope John Paul's beatification in Rome. Kasia Madera is there for us. And Kasia, just give us a sense of the atmosphere and the goings-on there.
Well, Sophie, it's a lovely day here in central London. For those not lucky enough to travel to Rome, they have been marking the beatification of Pope John Paul II here at Westminster Cathedral. This is, of course, the largest Roman Catholic church in England and Wales. And inside, the Archbishop-elect of Cardiff is giving an opening prayer. There will be a film about the beatification process and then a retransmission of the Mass from St. Peter's. Now, Pope John Paul II was immensely popular in his 26-year reign, and to get a perspective on just how significant he was, we can speak to James Roberts. He's the assistant editor of The Tablet, which is an international Catholic weekly. James, why John Pope Paul II?
Well, I think the point about John Paul II is that he was a great political figure, but that's not the reason he's being beatified today. He was an immense figure on the world stage, but I mean, he's not a Winston Churchill, but he did create in Europe and in the Soviet Union, or at least helped to do that. So the question is, why is he actually being beatified? Why is he on the road to sainthood? And I think that's the point of what's happening today. And the reason for that is everything he did not through his own efforts, but through prayer and faith. I went to a rally in 1988 in Harare, and the first thing he said in that rally was, "The Lord is my shepherd." And that's how he operated. He operated by allowing Jesus Christ to work through him. And this is why he believed, in the early 1980s, he already believed that it was possible to end communism. And no one else in the world believed that. The Americans didn't believe it. The Europeans didn't believe it. He did. He did. And he obviously, as a Polish Pope, he began with Poland. And his trips to Poland were immensely important. And he, through his prayer, through his efforts, created the first cracks in the wall of communism, if you like. And then, so by 1989, the dominoes collapsed, the house of cards collapsed. And what we have today is all the Polish people, obviously in Rome, there are millions, I guess, hundreds of thousands, but also Polish people here in this country now living freely, able to worship, and the cathedral here is full of them, and that is thanks to him.
Okay, James Roberts from The Tablet, thank you very much. Well, of course, this service here is taking place this afternoon, where a retransmission of events that took place in Rome will be shown on large screens within Westminster Cathedral for all those people who weren't lucky enough, weren't able to travel to Rome.
Okay, Kasia, thanks very much indeed. Kasia Madera there for us.